Hi guys, welcome back. It's Dr. Saru. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe, like, comment down below, and share with your friends. Today, I'm not going to be teaching you on anything. However, I want to address a few facts, that is frequently asked questions. So, what is the first question I'd want to address? One is how you deal with how is it like as a medic who is female, or as a female in the medical practice. So of course it's not easy, and it's not hard at the same time. It's quite an experience, considering the fact sometimes even some of your colleagues think you're not very qualified to handle some cases, and sometimes some people, also your clients, think maybe because she's female, or it could be this, it could be that. However, it's actually quite interesting to learn how to deal with different personalities. So that is one. Two, because I've been handling a lot of outpatient cases recently, so most of the things I deal with are basically hypertension, diabetes, and then the obvious casualty things. So you might ask yourself, what really goes into the whole mix of what is it called? The whole mix of being in casualty, and more so some of the questions that I get there. That is some of the things I wanted to address today. So number one, is it okay for my child to drink? For example, when I want to serve breakfast, I think I always have to serve juice, for example, and the ones that are readily available are the box juices, or the yes, the box juices, of course, or the canned ones, or whatever it is in the whatever packaging. The question is simple. If you think a juice box is a healthy version for your meal, I think that's a no, because considering the fact that it has a shelf life and doesn't get spoiled. If it was an actual fruit juice with no preservatives, it would have spoiled in the storage where it's kept in the shelves. Yeah, but you see, the thing is, when you make your own juice, for example, you blend your fruits and you put it on the shelf, it will definitely get spoiled if you don't drink it by the end of that day, or maybe at least the next day. So I don't think juice boxes are a healthy version for anyone who's trying to do healthy living. The other thing, or still on the juices, I had an interesting conversation with a client the other day about if he can still incorporate his juices into the mix when he's trying to lose weight or trying to live healthy. And the answer was simple: no. Because what you realize is, when you're making juice, you'll need at least, like, for example, when I'm trying to make carrot juice for my family, I need at least 10 carrots and 2 medium to small size apples, and at least an inch of ginger to make 1 cup. That is around 300 mils, 250 mils. Now you can only imagine, if you use that much, can you sit in a span of less than 10 minutes or 5 minutes and munch 10 carrots and 2 apples? The answer is no. So if you're trying to lose weight, you check on, it's more of a, you're trying to be in caloric deficit and not necessarily be in a situation where you're eating too much than what you'd require for your body weight. So eating 10 carrots, it is healthy, but is it the really healthy option that you can choose? Because you can do carrots, for example, for salad, 2 carrots maximum, and maybe a half an apple, or even the full apple, and you'll be equally satisfied and full, as opposed to taking 1 glass of juice, which will not give you that satiety, or you will not feel full at that point. You'll feel as if you need to take more. The other thing, what was it like studying outside the country, and how did you adjust? Were there any cultural issues and things like that? First off, for those people who have not been frequent visitors in my channel, I actually went to school in Pakistan. And yes, of course, as a foreign trained doctor, I remember when we were doing pre-internship in Kenyatta Hospital, people had this preconceived, or what should I call them? Like these notions that people who are trained outside the country might not be good enough doctors. So there's always that challenge, thinking, oh wow, maybe she really doesn't know what she's doing. Maybe maybe that, you know. But of course, if you get an opportunity to study in your country, the better. But if you get an opportunity to study outside the country, even good for you, because of the exposure and the cultural differences and the things that you can learn about other people and what other people do and how things are done. For example, my strong root or strong belief of a keen interest in alternative medicine developed because I was in Pakistan. I noticed with the Pakistanis and Indians, they always had, you know, the Ayurvedic medicine that is originally from India. So it felt almost natural how people would not want to seek medical attention for some ailments which they felt they could use some herbs or some spices to just take care of the situation. Um, I'm pretty sure if it wasn't for that exposure in that area particularly, spending almost my entire, not my entire, but my prime adult life in a foreign land, I might not have developed that interest, considering the fact that I learned about so many herbs and so many spices while I was in campus. So yeah, I think it's a good thing if you can be able to have more exposure when you go out there, the better. But yeah, home is always best. So I hope I've answered most of the questions that I've gotten in my DMs, but I still welcome more questions. You can comment down below if you have any more questions, and I'll be glad to share my experiences or my knowledge about the same. And one final thing before I forget, people commonly ask, can I reverse my diabetes or my hypertension? For people like us who believe in alternative medicine, the answer is yes. But for now, uh, according to the medicine that we are practicing, or rather the contemporary medicine, it's believed that you once you're diagnosed to be diabetic, then you have to take your medication until the very end. However, let's continue researching more and see where we're going to deal with this, since everything, or almost every disease, seems to have a cure, and the body seems to have a way of healing itself whenever it needs to. So until next time, guys, it's Dr. Saru. Love and love. Be sure to like, comment, and follow me on all my social media platforms at Dr. Saru Cynthia. Till next time.